Tonight's top story, the federal vaccine mandate that many Arkansans do not support.
President Joe Biden announced today 2 federal offices, OSHA and CMS, will implement these mandates, which affect most medium to large businesses.
TV 11's Ashley Godwin was there as Governor Hutchinson voiced his position on the mandate and the opposition to it.
The Arkansas legislature prepared for something like this when they passed a law earlier this year saying employers could opt out of a federal vaccine mandate. Well, now that President Biden has put one in place, Governor Hutchinson says it's overreach.
This is the first time in the history of our country that a federal mandate has been issued that impacts broad swaths of the American population.
Governor Hutchinson received a 500-page binder on President Biden's vaccine mandate, which orders any business of more than 100 employees to require either vaccination or weekly testing. He says this will worsen the worker shortage as well as supply chain issues.
I oppose these mandates on the freedom that businesses should have to run their workplace.
So if you think of a small restaurant who might have multiple locations, will total there at 100. So that could cause an employee there to leave and go into another field or another restaurant.
Governor Hutchinson, along with Attorney General Leslie Rutledge, said they are going to legally fight this, especially the stricter rules for employees under the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. Staff at Human Development Centers, the Arkansas State Hospital, and the Arkansas Health Center can't opt out of the vaccine with weekly testing. Federal rules require them to get their first and second doses by January 4th.
We are, at this point, very much struggling with staff and down staff. At the Human Development Centers alone, we're down about 700 staff. Losing more staff becomes a health and safety issue.
But what about Arkansas law that allows employers to opt out of federal COVID-19 vaccine mandates?
What happens? That's something that a court would have to determine. Generally speaking, federal law trumps state law. But here again, I think there'll be some serious constitutional challenges to it, and that does give some time to sort through that before the state law actually goes into effect.
In Little Rock, Ashley Godwin, THV 11 News.
State and local government workers plus school employees are exempt from this vaccine requirement. The federal mandate says an employee must confirm their vaccination status or present an exemption letter by January 4th.
Anyone who falsifies their vaccination status could face criminal charges. As for workplaces, if they don't enforce the mandate, they could face up to $14,000 in fines per employee.